Welcome to Chris Collins Unleashed. All you have to do is listen.
Welcome everybody to Chris Collins Unleashed, where it's all about business performance, helping your business perform at a higher level. With my sidekick, co-host, partner in crime, G-Man.
Good morning.
Do you prefer G-Man
Good
or
afternoon.
G-Dog?
I prefer G-Man, I think.
You think?
I've had both nicknames, but
G-Man is in the middle of a midlife crisis, everybody, so be careful. He's skateboarding like he's a teenager and walking around with his shirt unbuttoned. We were going to get him a gold chain and a pinky ring.
Oh man,
we were talking about going to Vegas today for the upcoming fight. Mayweather.
Oh yeah,
right.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about going to Vegas to watch it.
Yep.
You'd be included in that. So
Okay.
we get you a big pinky ring.
Yes, I would like that.
And then you can walk around with your chest hair out and a big gold chain. He's so sexy.
Oh,
your
man.
poor wife, Miss Katya.
My poor wife.
Today we're going to talk about the business of membership clubs and continuity, which is something every business can use.
Yep.
And what prompted this is one of our trusted employees around here, Jair, had a birthday, and you wanted to take him somewhere, and you have this membership where it's kind of, this is not the example of how we're going to teach you how to make money having a membership club, because they do it wrong.
Yeah.
And we probably can't name the business, but just to give a 10,000 foot view of this, is they have a secret room at a bar here downtown where if you buy a bottle of really expensive bourbon or whiskey,
Just whiskey in general, yeah.
whiskey,
Japanese whiskey,
then
Scotch,
you get
bourbon.
access to the secret room.
Yep.
It's always empty, but always overbooked. And you're limited to a party of 3 or 4.
Party of 4, yeah. Only
And
4.
so it's always funny because the very first time I went there with G-Man, they wouldn't let us in. Even though there was nobody in there, they wouldn't let us in. And then this time I went as a good sport, and they wouldn't let us in because there were 5 of us.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
4. So, and the place is empty. It's absolutely empty.
Yeah, that was interesting. The first time was my birthday. Remember, we went for my birthday, and you were going to get me. My wife had the whole thing set up, and you were going to get me a bottle.
I was going to buy you a bottle. And they wouldn't take my money.
They wouldn't sell us a bottle. No. And so the funny thing is, I don't know if you noticed this, and I'm not sure I'm right, but is that girl that helped us when we went for Jair's birthday the same girl?
Yeah. So
the fornicator.
What's funny is, so they have this door inside the bar. So it's like a whiskey bar. And then inside the whiskey bar, there's another door, and you knock on that door, and that's the secret like room. And it was your birthday, and we thought we had a reservation. We knock on the door, and this girl comes out, and I swear she looks like she just had sex.
Yeah.
And she's all disheveled, and she's like, "Can I help you?"
Put her hair back into a
This secret room is 20 by 20. It's a tiny
it's
room.
small. It's small, yeah.
So there's nobody in that room. It's
And they have
dead.
hundreds of bottles. They must have
Yeah.
hundreds of members. It's crazy.
And so she comes out and she says, well, I'm busy right now, but give me a little while. We sat in the other part for over an hour and we left.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
She never came out and got us.
And we asked the bartender too. Remember, we're like, bro, can we buy
I
a bottle?
wanted to buy you the bottle just so it was done.
Right.
Even if they don't let us in their stupid secret room.
Right. Meanwhile, there's nobody in there.
So this time we go, there's this douchebag with a bandana on that's the guy running the place, and everything they want, they have to run by him, right?
Right.
So it's like they have 5 people, and he's like, "Oh no, only 4," right?
Yeah.
And then you were like, "But you wanted to buy Jair a bottle."
Yeah.
So then he would have been a member, and we could have had 8 people in this empty room.
Exactly.
But they weren't buying that.
No, so I told him, I said, hey, look, I want to buy a bottle and a membership for my friend over here. And if we do that, then he can have as many people as he wants.
At every point of contact with somebody there, it was a fight.
Yeah. It was weird. And they're like, well, it's not 4 people per bottle, sir. It's 4 people per membership. And I go, yes.
we want to buy him a membership. And they're like, it doesn't work that way. And you're like, no, it does. Look, here's
exactly how it works.
Just give him a bottle, and then he's a member, and then we're good. And they're like, no, we don't want your money.
It's funny.
We don't want your money.
Yeah.
And how much are those stupid bottles?
Like $500.
It's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about membership.
I'm on my third bottle now.
Bro, I hope you don't take clients there. That's not the customer service we want people to see.
No. Well,
we're going to open our own cigar bar downtown Los Angeles and show them how to do it.
That was the other thing. They don't want you to buy those cigars. They don't have that set up. Last time I went there, we tried to get a cigar, and they didn't have any. So they give you the menu of the cigars, and you're like, well, I'll take one of these. Well, we don't have that one. I'll take one of these. Well, we don't have that one. Like, well, what do you got? They got a Swisher Sweet, and I was like, nah, thanks.
You went to smoke a cigar after I left?
No, this was, I was there with Katya one night. Oh. It was just Kat and I. She took me down there.
It's funny, too, because the guy's like, well, what's wrong with you or whatever? And then I think you said, well, he drinks tequila. Can we get him some tequila? And the bartender was like, oh, yeah, we have some mezcal. And then they go and ask the douchebag with the bandana. And he's like, you want mezcal? And he's sitting right next to us. It's like they pretend like it's this big transaction. I could have just turned to the douchebag with the bandana that thinks he's Bret Michaels and said, hey, bro, like, I know they got tequila on the other side of that door. Like, how would that work? And he's like, oh, no, you can't have that in here. And I'm like, we just went through all that for that? Why can't you teach your bartender to tell me no?
Right, yeah,
he got
exactly.
Up my hopes.
Yeah.
He's like, we have mezcal.
Yeah. Why can't you just wander out, get a little ice, pour a little, charge us $20,
Every time I go
us.
there, I want to leave the second I get there. Why is that?
It's because it's not friendly, and it's not open. It's not like...
It's funny, I hung out with the owner of that place.
Yeah.
And he's a pretty nice guy.
I can't imagine that they want it that way, that's for sure. Because they offer a very high-end... Like, they bring you hot towels, and it's like, it's supposed to be a high-end experience, but it's far from that, that's for sure. I mean, I like hanging out there. I like going there. And I will say that there was a waitress. I went there with Jair one night, and we were hanging out down there, and they had a waitress, and she was phenomenal. Like, she was unbelievable. But it was just the two of us, so it wasn't any negotiation. But she kept bringing us tastings and making sure we had ice and water and all that. She did a great job. And it felt much different with that level of attention than it did when we're there and they're like, there's nobody else there, but we don't want you here either, is how we felt the other night.
The bartenders on the other side in the non-membership area are nice. Like,
yeah, they're super nice. Yeah.
I'd much rather be out there. I felt that when we were there. I'm like, I don't need Bret Michaels here. Like, I don't need this douchebag. And he's sitting there reading a book. Like, there's nobody else in there. There's all these empty tables, and he's sitting there reading a book, just saying no to stuff.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, we could have had a party going. We could have opened some bottles of tequila, some cigars. We could have had fun. And he's like, nope.
Yeah.
We would have dropped a nice penny there.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and I think it's designed for that. Like, it's supposed to design to make you feel comfortable and relaxed, and that you spend money there. Because even though you're buying a bottle, I can tell you right now, people buy a bottle and they don't come back. And so, they want you to buy more stuff. They don't make any money if you buy one bottle for a few $100 and you never come back. They need to make money because you come back over and over again. You're buying tastings. You're buying more bottles.
What's the cheapest bottle of whiskey in that room?
Like $250, I think.
The cheapest. And what's the most expensive?
Oh, they go up. I think they had one that was like $6,000 or something like that. They have that one that you have here.
So we're members at the Havana Room in Beverly Hills, which is a real membership club, which is hard to get into and exclusive. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I don't know who else. Bunch of people are members there, right? That's a membership club.
Yeah.
They never say no to anything.
No.
We walk in there with 8 people. They're like, hi, Mr. Collins. How are you? Like, the only time I've ever been turned away there is on a Saturday night in flip-flops and shorts. They're like, sir, after 5, Mr. Collins, you got to put on shoes and pants.
You got to wear pants.
Just on Saturdays. That's it. That's the early rule. And I'm cool with that. I was like, yeah, no, I get it. I was just thinking about smoking a cigar, but I'm cool. Because, the place is packed on a Saturday.
Yeah.
But any other time, they don't care.
I'm always waiting for the shoe to drop on that. Like, I'm always waiting because we showed up last time. We had so many people. We showed up unannounced. I'm always waiting for them to say, we just can't do it. But every single time, like
you get this feeling of like you're a member and like we're here to take care of you. Their service is great, the drinks are great, the food, and they just cater to you.
Yeah, come on in.
It's a real membership.
Yep. Yeah. They know what they're doing.
This guy downtown, I could take him there and he could see what it's really like. Because he's in an amazing location, but he doesn't get it.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't get it.
Yeah.
The Havana Room gets it. They do a great job. Now, I've never been to the Havana Room in Moscow, but I'm sure.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. They have one of those in Vegas too?
No.
It's
just New York, Beverly Hills, and Moscow, which is weird, right?
New York. We got to try New York.
Should we go to Moscow, bro?
No.
Oh.
We see if we're gonna take a vacation.
There's a lot of guys with their shirts open and a big gold chain.
Something many of you don't know about Chris Collins. He doesn't take many vacations. If we're gonna take a vacation, we're not going to Moscow. Let's just put it on the table. Let's go to Cuba. Let's go to Fiji.
Cuba.
Not Moscow.
I would love Cuba. Okay, how is your midlife crisis going in your attempt to kill yourself on a skateboard? So G-Man, in case you're just tuning in or learning about us, G-Man has this state-of-the-art electric skateboard that's like a Tesla, but a skateboard.
Yep.
And it goes 27 miles an hour. 27. But at about 22 miles an hour, it starts to
it's a little
get a little
sketchy.
speed shake, or what do you call that?
Speed wobble.
Speed wobble.
A little sketchy.
So you're riding around with this remote-controlled trigger.
Yep.
What's funny is G-Man always says the problem is when you go to stop.
That's the scary part.
Which is the most important part. So are you, what about a helmet?
I'm still shopping for a helmet, but
can we get the beautiful Miss Katya, G-Man's wife, on the phone here? So
she's informed me that if I don't get a helmet, she's not going to allow me to ride it anymore. So because I've fallen twice,
do you feel like a 12-year-old boy? Like you're going to be put on restriction?
I feel like a 12-year-old boy a lot when I go home at night.
Does Katya have to she has to reprimand Blake and get him to clean his room, and then she has to talk to you about getting a helmet?
Absolutely, she does, yeah.
Hello?
Oh, hey, there she is.
Is this the beautiful Miss Katya?
Hello?
Hello?
You can't hear me?
I mean, I can, but there's no guarantee I'm not going to be going, what? What? Huh?
First of all,
I can
let's establish in this social calendar of the Miss Katya, what are you doing right now?
What am I doing right now?
Yeah, are you in a boxing class or are you
trying
shopping?
to buy shirts for my son.
Oh, man, baby one.
Man, baby one, yeah.
Okay, so I have an idea for you about...
Actually, he's man, baby two, but...
Yes, man, baby one right here.
Man, baby one is sitting next to you, I'm sure.
This is so sad. I feel so bad for you, Miss Katya. So the whole helmet thing, the fashionista here, your husband, is looking for the helmet that doesn't exist that makes him look 10 years younger and taller. But we can go down to Target, right, a block from here and get him a helmet, can't we?
We can, yes, but he's a fashionista, and it's fashion over function, right? Fashion over safety.
How many stores did we go to, baby, looking for helmets? 5?
Lots. And his big thing is he can't make his head look too big. He has a tiny head. And so he was actually trying on kid helmets and didn't know it because they made his head look better. He looked better.
Baby, what are you doing to me?
Okay, I had another idea, though. What if there's no action for him until he gets a helmet?
Oh, man.
What if he's on real, adult restriction?
Yeah, adult restriction. Yeah, maybe. I don't know I don't really know what's going to help.
How long would
to put him in knee pads and elbow pads too.
He should be.
He should be, exactly.
Okay, but just guessing, because you know him better than I do. Just guessing, if you said no action until you have a helmet, would he have a helmet on his way home today, or would he be stubborn?
He would make a better effort. Yes, he would. It has to be a forced thing. I wouldn't even have to restrict him. I would just have to go with him and make it a priority.
It's more fun my way.
I can, you know what though? I can hide his cord to charge his skateboard, and then he can't even ride it until he gets a helmet, right?
That's wrong.
I still like my idea better. No action. This is what you need to say, Miss Katya.
Too. That's not fair.
Oh, you'll be fine. What's a day? Come on. You've been married how long?
How long have we been married? 23 years.
And so to save his life, wouldn't you be willing to sacrifice the fun of a day of no action for him to get a helmet?
Yes, I would. Would
it take a day, or would you be stubborn, G-Man?
I'd be a little stubborn, I think.
Okay, Katya, come on. We got to see what he does. He's going through a midlife crisis. I want to see what he does.
Trust me, this is no midlife crisis. This is his life. He's a boy in a man's body.
Oh, baby. You're selling me right down the river.
You know what this episode is about is the business of membership clubs. And we were just talking about that terrible whiskey club with the Bret Michaels guy with the bandana.
Oh, God, yeah.
That wouldn't let me have tequila, but made the bartender go around. He's sitting right next to us. He could have just said no.
Yeah, that every time you've been there, you've had a horrible experience.
Yeah. I know, it's funny. No, we were talking about the Havana room and how fun that is, but you walk in there with a bunch of people and they're like, yeah, all right, people are here. Business.
Yeah, you were there with us last time. So what did you, if you had to compare the two, Katya, to the Havana room to the whiskey bar that I will not name.
Whiskey a go-go.
Yeah. What's your feeling on both?
Honestly, I'm going to say I wasn't really impressed with the Havana room.
Wow.
As far as, I don't know. We've been at the whiskey bar, just you and I, or just another couple that enjoy whiskey, and I've had a better time because they've been happier there. But it's still, I don't know. It seems like they need a little help. But Havana room could use a little help too, I think.
In what area?
I think both of them, especially being in Beverly Hills and where it's at, it could use a little bit better customer service.
Well, they let you in the door at least.
Yeah.
True.
They bring you
that
tequila.
They make you feel a little bit more comfortable at the Havana room than they do at the other place.
Yeah, you don't have to negotiate your way in past the Gestapo.
Yeah, it's not awkwardness.
Okay, I need you, before we go, I need you to say that there's no action until he shows up here with a helmet.
Okay, baby. There's no action until you get a helmet.
No cheating, Miss Katya.
What am I going to cheat? Is that what you said?
Well, yeah, it wasn't a good sign when you're like, well, what about me?
Oh.
Come on. You got to think bigger.
She's out shopping. She's got 5 helmets on the bed. Pick one.
Good.
Yeah, when he gets home, I'm going to
Evidently,
that one on, try that one on.
5 children's helmets.
No.
Can you get him one with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
A teenage. He would probably enjoy that. Actually.
Oh man,
makes his head look. Do you want your head to look big or to look small?
Michelangelo, Leonardo,
I want my head to look smaller. I don't want it to look bigger.
You're so funny. If there's anything that I've never thought, it's that you had a big head.
No, it just
I have a big head.
I have a small head, and so when you put a helmet on, it's a weird. He
doesn't want it to look humongous with this big bowl on his head, is what he says.
It looks like it's too much contrast.
We need to be adults here.
He wants it to still stay looking cute and small.
No action.
I never stood cute.
Action Jackson until he comes in here with a helmet. That's it. She's laying down the law, G-Man.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Katya.
Done deal. Thanks, baby.
That's hilarious.
My poor wife. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so the business lesson here that I'd like to talk about and challenge everybody with that has a business, and please write in, text us, tweet us, whatever it is. How do they tweet us?
At Bulldog Collins. Tweet us.
Tweet us at Bulldog Collins if you have a business and you want to figure out a way to add continuity to it, because we're really good at this. But just about every business can figure out a way to add continuity, right? Yeah. So that whiskey bar is trying to do that, but you could do, if you wanted to be in that club, you could make the customer service better, and you could make it every quarter you have to buy a bottle.
Sure.
to get access to the room, right? And maybe let people have 5 people in there. I don't know, whatever. You could also make people buy cigars.
Yeah.
So I have a friend who owns a cigar club, and every quarter his members have to buy a box.
Yeah.
In their locker. And so you can do that if you.
I mean, that's the thing. If they had they have space too. If they had a locker there for cigars, I'd have cigars there, because there's nothing goes better with whiskey than cigars.
Right. I owned a flower shop, and we had a ton of clients on continuity where every week they got fresh flowers.
Yep.
And so when somebody would order flowers, you would give them a little brochure and you'd say, hey, don't you want this every week? Right. It cheers people up. There's psychological benefits to fresh flowers. I don't know, but you can do it that way.
Yeah.
If you, I mean, I don't know, massage can pre-sells, right? Massages. So you can pre-sell if you're a trainer. You can pre-sell training sessions and make them buy so much a quarter to be in your program. So just about anything, but continuity is usually the best way to grow your business and increase your sales month to month.
They did that at the chiropractor's office too. They do the packages where you'll buy 10 of them at one time. And so they know you're going to come in at least that many times, and it keeps you going. And at that point, you're building up enough loyalty. Now they got you going on, in perpetuity, really.
Yeah. So I can't think of a business that you can't add continuity to it. It's just doing it.
Right. Yeah.
And most of the time the business owners usually feel weird about it. They're like, oh, you can't do that. But people want that. Like we were talking about the Equinox one. I wish they did our meal plans and our protein and all that. I wish that was just handled.
Right.
I gotta go on Amazon and I gotta hit buy, and it takes like 15 seconds. They could save me 15 seconds.
It's not
so much work.
It's not the 15 seconds. It's the thought that you have to put thought into it.
Then Amazon upsells me something else, and then I got a pre-workout, and they could have done all that.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Exactly.
I mean, all these businesses are sitting around complaining about Amazon, but they're not doing it.
Yeah.
Like they could be selling that to their clients too.
Yeah.
If you have a loyal following or a database of clients that have bought from me before, think about all the stuff that Amazon's selling them and what could you sell them, right?
I mean, think about the Amazon model where they just said, hey, pay us $20 a month and you get free 2-day shipping on a lot of stuff. Not everything, but a lot of things. Like,
so Prime
seems
is
like
a good
failed,
example.
that seems like a failed idea, but it, how many people are on it? Yeah. It's crazy. So that's the thing. I think you're right that I think we have personally we feel as business owners a negative opinion towards that, but it's what people want. Obviously it's what they want.
And also a lot of times when you buy, like I love these Zevia sodas and I buy them on Amazon, it asks you, it says you save 10% if you automatically get them every month, right?
Yeah. I subscribe to like bottled water, deodorant. It just comes. Yeah.
Prime.
Yeah.
No shipping.
Yep.
It saves you the trip. So yeah, take a lesson from Amazon because they're making a lot of stuff into continuity.
Right. Yeah, and you can go back too and look at your business and determine what it is that you offer and what pieces you can offer a subscription to. So like we were talking about Equinox is a great example. It already is kind of a subscription business because you're buying a gym membership, but they could do the same thing with supplements. And we were talking to my friends across the hall, and they do they own a medical company and they do speech therapy, but they're also supplements that help with that. Why couldn't they add continuity onto that? I mean, there's always something that you could attach to your business that you could start charging a monthly fee for that people want, need, and would improve their life.
Didn't we come up with, so G-Man's neighbors were here, and didn't we come up with like 3 ways they could make money?
Yeah.
Yeah, additional ways they could make money.
Yeah.
We're good at that.
Yep.
Yeah,
they went back they were like, yeah, we need.
Their heads were spinning.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So there's a way that you can add continuity to your business, no matter what it is. The last thing I was going to say is even if you're in the business of making apps or software, Tinder has over 1 million people paying $20 a month or 20 something bucks a month. 1 million. And nobody thought that they could do that.
Right.
And somebody came in and said, yeah, and now they're doing it. It's crazy. They're just printing money.
Yeah. That's it.
So if you have clients and your most valuable asset is your database of clients or your loyal following, figure out what can you sell them on a monthly basis, quarterly basis that's forced continuity or something like that.
Yep.
But it works.
Yeah, and if you don't have any ideas, reach out to us. We'll try to help you with some.
And then pray for G-Man because he's not getting any action for at least.
My chiropractors.
I don't feel like Katya is honest about this.
We'll see. We'll see what happens when I get home. My chiropractor does not want to see me get off the skateboard, by the way. They got a lot of monthly recurring revenue coming from me.
Because don't you ride your skateboard to your chiropractor?
Yeah.
They're like down PCH or something?
But every time I crash, I go see them again.
Oh, man.
She's like, "You're still
funny.
riding it?"
That's funny. Well, thank you, everybody, for listening to Unleash. We hope you have a great week. And if there's anything we can help you with your business performance, reach out to us on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Bulldog.
At Bulldog Collins.
At Bulldog Collins.
Tweet us at Bulldog Collins. Leave something, leave a comment, post a review, subscribe to us on iTunes. If you see us on YouTube, drop a comment there. We will help you. We will find you. We will answer your question.
Send us Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle helmets.
Yep. Carrier pigeon. Send carrier pigeon. 1010 Wilshire. We're here.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.
Bye.